To Sheena Gonzalez here, your favorite holistic wellness and self development coach. It is super late. Y'all know I'm tired, but I'm sticking to my habits. And before I go to bed, it's technically Saturday, but I haven't gone to bed, so it's still Friday for me. So before I go to bed, I'm doing my Feel Good Friday for you guys on early Saturday morning. So today we're talking about the benefits of doing a 30-day challenge. I love, 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 love challenges. And I've been doing some, and so I thought, hey, why not look up why people should do them? So, doing 30-day challenges gamifies the process of achieving your goals, building new habits, or growing your business. They make sure you are consistent for however many days in a row, which is enough time to get a lot of highly valuable work done. You can decide to do a 30-day content production challenge like blogging, video recording, or social media posts in order to grow your business. You can do a 30-day fitness challenge like push ups, sit ups, or both, which is what I'm doing this month. And you can decide to do a 30-day no procrastination challenge in order to break the habit of procrastination, or maybe decide to do a 30-day challenge around crushing your to-do list every single day. Whatever habit you want to implement or goal you want to achieve, you can build a 30-day challenge around the topic in order to get the job done. So, why do these work? The power of the 30-day challenges. There's something about a challenge that triggers our competitive and playful instincts, which is incredibly useful when it comes to building new habits. So I've definitely benefited from doing 30-day challenges, and it's helped me to create good habits. So, what are the reasons why it works? Well, reason number one, it takes 21 days to form a new habit. The primary reason why 30-day challenges are awesome when it comes to forming new habits and making them stick is that it takes at least 21 days to form a new habit. And since we're talking about 30-day challenges here, it means that we've got through this crucial initial 21 days of starting a new habit. In fact, it means that when our challenge is completed, the new habit has had enough time to be completely ingrained in our behavior and the neural pathways of our brain. A truly strong habit has been formed after these 30 days. Unfortunately, research is still divided on this topic, and there's no single specific time frame that's shown to be the tipping point when it comes to making a habit truly internal in our system. Some people a little bit less than 21, some more. But the general view is that it takes at least 21 days to build a new habit successfully. It's much harder to successfully go through the initial phase of 21 days when you don't have a clear goal or challenge set for yourself. Therefore, many people fail within the first week of starting their new habit as they have to rely on willpower and discipline alone, which are limited resources. However, when you have a clear endpoint in the form of a 30-day challenge, actually sticking with it and successfully completing it every single day is much more likely. All because of the reasons that follow next. Reason number two, challenges are fun. As soon as we decide to form a challenge around building a new habit, we've made it into a game. And games are fun. Much more fun compared to just disciplining and forcing yourself every single day. The desire to complete our game is what makes the whole process a lot more pleasurable and fun to continue with. Our playful and competitive instincts will start to kick in, and we view the challenge as something we really want to complete. So, again, I do challenges very frequently, and I'm fairly good at creating new, good, positive habits. So, you will find that the more fun you have, the easier it will be to put in the effort and overcome obstacles along the way. As soon as the fun is gone, your results will go down as well. Reason number three, there is a psychological pull towards completing the challenge. There are two main psychological reasons why challenges are awesome: the Zeigarnik effect and the dopamine release. So, first of all, the Zeigarnik effect, which was discovered by Russian psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik in the 1920s, is the psychological effect that suggests that not finishing a task, or in this case, a 30-day challenge, creates mental tension, which keeps it at the forefront of your memory. In other words, we'll be thinking about it a lot because it's an active task that hasn't been completed yet. The only thing that will relieve this tension, closure brought on by completion of the task or the challenge in this case. We tend to remember what we don't complete. and therefore we'll try much harder to actually complete it fully. This way, it doesn't have to be in the forefront of our mind anymore. In essence, we are using psychology, which you guys know I love from my first course, Biohack Your Brain for Success, in order to ensure that we complete this fully. So this helps us build a solid foundation for forming a new habit. Second of all, dopamine release. You guys know I'm into healthy hormones. That's part of the biohacking that we talk about in that course. So because each time you cross off a successful day on your 30-day challenge, dopamine is released by the brain. Dopamine is the reward, the feel-good hormone that makes you feel good and motivated after doing a certain activity. When we feel the effects of dopamine, we're eager to repeat the actions that resulted in the dopamine release in the first place. Neuroscientists refer to this as self-directed learning. So, we'll feel a psychological pull towards completing the next day of our challenge because our brain anticipates that it'll feel good after completion of the habit activity, as new dopamine will be released. So, psychology, biohacking your brain to create these new habits. Reason number 4. Challenges measure your progress. It has been said that what's measured will be improved. And this is certainly something that we use in the corporate world and proves to be true. When most people start a new habit, they forget to measure or track their progress. They have an abstract view of their success or failure rate. I want to be healthy. I want to lose weight. Thereby tricking themselves into feeling either overly optimistic about their progress or feeling overly pessimistic. Both lead to the fact the new habit doesn't have enough consistency behind it to make an internal part of their behavior. When doing a 30-day challenge, however, your progress is very clearly measured. You can instantly see if you are on track or if you need to step it up and maybe even restart your challenge if necessary. This way you get real data and feedback about your actions, and this is what'll lead to actual improvement and making sure the habit will stick. Reason number 5. Challenges activate your competitive instinct. As humans, we all have a degree of competitiveness within us. Challenges are a sure way to get those instincts out and use them to our advantage of building a new habit. When we set a challenge for ourselves, we are more driven, motivated, and determined to accomplish it. We don't want to embarrass ourselves and let ourselves down, and we especially don't want to lose face in front of others. You'll notice that as soon as you set a challenge for yourself, especially when done with multiple different people, you'll feel more driven than before. Use this internal power to your advantage to complete the 30-day challenge, which forms a strong foundation of your new habit to fully develop in your internal system. Reason number 6. Challenge have a clear start and end point. Compare this to many people's New Year's resolution, which have no end point at all. This is a sure way to failure. When you have no endpoint in sight, you don't make use of the zigzag effect, as there is nothing to complete. Second of all, when there's no clear endpoint in sight, the likelihood of giving up is a lot higher. When we have no endpoint to work towards, we're much likely to quit after we missed a few days of doing our habit activity. We feel frustrated and bad about ourselves, and we simply go on with our lives as normal. However, when we have clear endpoint to work towards, we're much more motivated to continue to actually accomplish the 30 days, even if we missed 1 or 2 days. Giving up on our challenge is much more conscious and painful decision than simply letting our wish of building a new habit fade slowly away. Now, you may be thinking, I want this habit to be in my life forever, so I'm not looking for an endpoint at all. And that's a very good point, very good way of thinking about it. However, the challenge with most new habits is that the initial phase is the hardest of all. This is where it'll be determined if your habit will stick successfully or if you'll fail. But as soon as you're through the first 30 days of doing the habit activity day in and day out, excuse me, y'all know it's late, I'm tired. It'll be an internal part of your system. You'll be so used to it that it'll become a lot easier and more effortless compared to the beginning. It'll be part of your lifestyle that you don't even want to let go, and you won't. So essentially, by creating an endpoint for your challenge, you're making sure that there is, in fact, no endpoint to your habit. Make sense? So there are 4 steps to building the perfect 30-day challenge if you are now inspired to build one for yourself. Make your challenge visual. It's absolutely essential to make your challenge visual and to visually be confronted with your progress multiple times a day. So you can just grab a sheet of paper, write numbers 1 through 30 on it, kind of like a calendar, and check off every single day and put a cross on it if you fell on that day. And this will really help you to put the challenge in the forefront of your mind even more. At the very least, you need to make sure that there is a way to track it. Step number 2 of creating amazing 30-day challenges: get one or more accountability partners. Most people are much more likely to take care of other people and make sure they follow through on their goals than they do for themselves. Therefore, we need accountability partners in our life if we want to increase our odds of success at all. This also means that in order to successfully complete the 30-day challenge, you need at least one person who holds you accountable. This person will be checking in on your progress every day, and you're going to have to explain in detail why you didn't follow through if you did. Humans are funny creatures. When it comes to our social life, we do anything in order to preserve and increase our status and protect the image that other people have of us. The psychological pain of losing face in front of someone else is simply too painful, and therefore we try to avoid it. Step number 3, creating amazing 30-day challenges. Set some stakes and rewards. A strong 30-day challenge has a reward attached to it. It's completion and something at stake in case you think about quitting. Where stakes are like an extra insurance policy, the rewards are incentive to make sure you complete the 30-day challenge. So set a reward for yourself that you'll get after completing 30-day challenge. This will make the whole process and experience even more fun and exciting, which increases your success rate. And you can choose to have something at stake if you don't finish or fully accomplish it as well. Create leverage on yourself. What creating leverage essentially means is that you'll gather enough reasons and incentives on why you want to achieve your goal, which serves as the motivation you need in order to continue. So write down a clear why for your 30-day challenge. Write down all the reasons you can think of why you want to complete this challenge. How will your life look after 30 days? How will your life be better? How will you feel about yourself? What will happen to your body, mind, finances, relationships after this 30-day challenge? Write down every single why you can think of. You can also choose to write down the downside of not completing it. Write down your leverage on a piece of paper and read it every single day. One time in the morning as part of your morning routine, and one time at night right before you go to bed. This way, you'll be highly motivated every single day. So, are you motivated now? What challenge will you start? Share that with me in the comments. As usual, too, if you come watch the replay, also let me know what city, state, or country you're watching me from, and hashtag replay, no matter what venue you're watching it on. But more important, if you're motivated to do a challenge, let me know what challenge you want to start and when you're going to start it, if it's even today. And if you need ideas, then let me know. You can join me in my next fitness challenge because I'm sure I will be doing another one at the start of September. And I also have some courses that I have created which can serve as those. Not all of them are going to be like 30-day challenges, but they'll give you something to work on. I have one, Stress to Success. I have one that you can beta test for free right now that is holistic wellness based. And then in September, you'll be able to beta test my 28 days of guided mindfulness. So those are other challenges that you can put on yourself by doing those courses. So that is what I want to share with you. Ooh, this early morning with me being so tired, but I had to get it in to get my habits, to prove I did my habits. And I will be taking my little magnesium or something and hitting the bed. As usual, thanks for joining me, guys. Bye.